So check it out. For a while now, man, I've been seeing a lot of hate going on when it comes to the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Now look, I share some of the same sentiments that you guys have. Some of the joints, the pins, some of his choices, like the diaper area, you name it, I agree for the most part. But there's a difference between having a little gripe here and there versus just plain out hating and lying and not giving the man his flowers, because no matter what you want to say, when it comes to sculpt, detail, paint, he's working on the articulation, he's listening to the fans, he's listening to the collectors and making subtle changes here and there. When it comes to design, texture, etc., there's no company for the price point touching McFarlane. You gotta relax. Anyway, we back again with the Blackest Night wave. We did 2 figures a couple days ago. We're here again with the final 2 that's going to build Atrocitus. And for this review, for the remainder of this review, Snyder Cut, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. It may be a little bit lengthy. Let's check this shit out. Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today what we're going to do is we're going to finish off that DC Multiverse Blackest Night Atrocitus Build-A-Figure wave with Deathstorm and Black Lantern Superman. Now, I did the first video looking at Batman and Green Lantern. Did a 2-part video, and here we go with these 2 guys. Now, this is, like I said in that video, this is a wave that I was actually looking forward to because of the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure. And these figures, man, they look dope as hell, man. So here we go. Here's the packaging. Nothing new. Typical packaging by McFarlane. Open window. Same image on the back. 4 figures. $100, $25 a figure to build Atrocitus. So, if you're new to the channel, we do all unboxings live, raw, uncut, no editing allowed. So let me get the Sergeant Slaughter Army Green knife, check the flick of the wrists, and we're gonna dive right into it. Now, I know I say no editing allowed, but I want to save a lot of my time to go over some things when it comes to the McFarlane line. I've been seeing a lot of hate going on when it comes to McFarlane. And honestly, man, I feel like, you know, you guys got to relax. You got to relax. Because for the price point, the design, the texture, paint, sculpt, McFarlane is killing it, man. I mean, and I don't know what, you know, yeah, I agree with you guys, man. Some of his choices, you know, bothers me, but he listens to the collectors, man. And you can tell he makes certain changes with how he does things. But I agree with some of you guys' points, but for the most part, man, seems like some of you guys be straight up hating, and you guys gotta relax. I mean, for $20, $25, what you're getting, yeah, he's kind of light on accessories. We know that. He gives us the standard puck. He can work a little bit more on the articulation side of the game. His articulation ain't bad, but some of the joints, how he does the radius for the elbows and knees. Once he can go pinless too, he's gonna be, I don't want to see him change what he's doing. I mean, look at the texture here alone. One leg, the texture, sculpt, and paint on one leg is better than this bullshit. You be the judge. That's what I mean by you guys gotta relax, man. Get a man his flowers, man. Anyway, here's Superman. Hey, look, my McFarlane mercenaries. You know what I mean. My Hasbro henchmen. Look, let's just be fair. You know, I mean, we got to be honest. You may not like the DC. You may not like the 7-inch scale. You might not like the characters, DC characters. But like the way some of you guys go in on McFarlane, it's like, yo, are you being a shield? Or are you being, you know, a hype beast for the products you like? Or are you just, you know, are you going to be honest? And I feel like sometimes guys just ain't being honest. But let's get the head out. And Deathstorm. I mean, forgot a tie. Now, this is one thing I wish McFarlane stopped doing. The excessive amounts of these ties. I mean, he ties down everything, even the little accessories that he does pack in. Now, I would like to see him start packaging in alternate heads. I'm tired of the fucking. Now, one thing I will say I am tired of is giving us the same figure with a different head, a hoodie, like the Black Adam, a throne. You know, man, like, come on, package all that shit in one package. But here we go. But as far as the sculpt, paint, details, come on, man. You gotta relax. There's some things I do like. There's some things I don't like. But I give respect where respect is due. When it comes to his sculpt and paint, adding texture to his figures and keeping them off at $20, man, come on, man. Who's doing it? Hasbro? Really? And giving us new molds on top of that? Come on, man. You guys gotta relax. You guys sounding like a hater, and no haters allowed. Anyway, let me get the turnstile, get these guys front and center. Start with Deathstorm. Looking pretty damn good. The translucent head or hair. Look at the sculpt in the translucent head. That purple is fire. Look at the head sculpt. Look at the amount of detail and paint just in the head. The blue looks a little bit sloppy. When it comes out to here, the silver is applied very well. The sculpt and detail of the wrinkles. Get different color for the armbands. Get silver here. These look to be damn near the same in the waist area. Nah, it's different. Get some different paint here. But look at the sculpt and detail, man. Look at all this. You guys gotta relax, man. Looks damn good. Silver, blue. Some black wash in the face. Some gunmetal gray. Here's Superman. Now look at the texture on the suit. Look at the sculpt of the arms. Some black here. And he applies heavy paint. Like this is black plastic, but the silver pops. There's no bleed through because he applies heavy paint on top of the black plastic. Just like here. That silver paint. Didn't hit the hinges, but I don't think the hinges could be painted. I think that may be a harder plastic. But the texture is there. Look at the tethered cape. Looks pretty damn good. And you get the texture throughout the entire suit. Take a look at the head. Black, yellow, black wash on the teeth. Look at the teeth alone. Red eyes. You get the silver on the forehead. All sculpted in. Sculpted. See, like a... Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Do I got something there? G.I. Joe's, G.I. Joe does it pretty good. The MCU figures does it pretty good. But like, when it comes to our comic figures, they just paint the arm. There's no sculpted glove or nothing like that, like this. Let's give him credit, man. Anyway, let's go over articulation. Typical McFarlane articulation. He can look up. Superman can look up. He can look down, side to side. Nice tilt because it's on the ball. That's the best way to do a head joint, is put it on a double ball. The arms. Now, as far as quality, man, he uses a good plastic. At first, I thought it was like cheap bull-ish plastic. Now that's what I'm talking about. See that? It didn't break, which I'm glad, but it's super stiff. We get that butterfly joint, so let's get this back in there. When it comes to quality, the type of plastic he uses, man, sometimes just snaps. I was doing a review on that Omega Spawn, went to raise the arm, and what do you know? The damn wrist peg snap. But that can happen with any figure. I understand. There's the T-joint or T-pose. You get bicep swivel. You're double jointed at the elbows. He does need to work on the elbows. This one ain't as bad. But sometimes there's a lot of and this shoulder here is I'm bigging up him and I'm struggling with the shoulder alone. He does have that butterfly joint, which I don't know. I mean, does it add to articulation? Who knows? Does this arm have? Yeah, okay, bicep. All right, we got the universal joints for the wrist. Hinge up and down, in and out, whichever way you position it. Let's take a look at the torso, ab. Get forward and back a little bit. Get further back with it. Coming forward, you get a little bit, but with the waist, at that waist ball, you get a lot more rotation. Look at the silver here. And it's sculpted. It's raised. I love that about his figures, man. A lot of sculpt and detail. The diaper area, I think he needs to, it's too much plastic in this diaper area, man. Doesn't do any, there's no hindrance. Legs go out. They go, let's see, forward, goes back. Get a little bit of thighs, swivel a little bit. Not much, but if you guys know me, I'd rather have the thigh rotation up in the waist than a cut because it doesn't break up the sculpt. He has double jointed knees. Don't look too bad. There's nothing at the boot. Foot hinges down, hinges all the way up. Crazy rocker. So articulation is okay. Like I said, he needs to work a little bit more on articulation, but his figures look damn good, man. For 20, 25 bucks, come on. And this side shoulder does not, it's really stiff and hard. There we go. There we go. There's Superman. Green Lantern Superman. Let's move him off to the side. Let's get Deathstorm. The sculpt of this hair is fire. Same articulation. We're going to speed through it. See what he can't do. Great pivot. Shoulders go up. He's not as stiff. Down. You get bicep. Double jointed elbows. Don't look too bad. Usually there's a lot of plastic, hollowness, rotation, Of course, we got that McFarlane ball hinge on the wrist, in and out, up and down. Let's see what he can do at the ab, top part of the ab cut. It's a little bit forward and back, not much. Combined together, lean forward, you can lean all the way back. Side to side, nice hula hoop action. Legs hinge all the way out. Almost a full split. That diaper area does not get in the way. Forward, back. Do we got some thigh rotation? Yep. Double jointed knees. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit. Once he figures that, the knees and the elbows in the diaper area, doesn't look bad, but those areas need a little bit more attention paid to them, man. Foot hinges down, up, rocker. Oh, of course, on both, you get the McFarlane toe hinge. So both of these look good. I was going to do the Build-A-Figure in this review. I'm going to save that. I'm going to do that separate because I'm already 15 minutes in. I'm trying to condense my reviews because it seems like people are only watching maybe 5 minutes, if that. I guess they fast forward the majority of it. The unboxing, my rambling. But I try to give my opinion. I try to give honest reviews. So I kind of, that's why I take, my time with it. Size comparisons. Let's get Green Lantern. Let's get the Batman out here. Hitting Deathstorm. Can we get them all in view? Let's see. There we go. That's how they scale. Green Lantern is the shortest. Batman's probably taller, but I got him in that pose. But they look damn good together. A lot of sculpt and detail and paint going on with these guys. All right. Let's move them off to the side. Let's get that Vulcan body mode out here. Let's look at some differences. On Marvel Legends, no texture. The paint is applied most of the time terrible. This Vulcan looks pretty good though. I will admit that. No problems with this body mode. But this one, terrible. The paint applications, terrible. The articulation at the waist, terrible. They just repainted old molds most of the time when it comes to Hasbro, especially with the comic figures. I will say that with the comic figures. Let's get my main man, Major Blood. My girl Riri. Let's move Vulcan. Of course, man, you guys know how this look, man. 7-inch scale. You know the drill. That's how they look. But yeah, like I said, man, we gotta relax, man. On McFarlane, man, the shit he puts out is dope as hell. When it comes to sculpt, paint, and detail, it's he nails it. Articulation, he could work a little bit more on that. Let me get him out here, see how they scale. He could work a little bit more on articulation, the radius of the elbow and knees when it bends. And the plastic uses a harder, which I don't mind as much, but that's how they scale. But this cape has more texture and paint, just the cape, than most of your Marvel Legends. And I'm not riding Marvel Legends. I love Marvel Legends. But sometimes I think that they can go without releasing some bullshit like Quasar. Just don't release it, man. until you're ready to put the right technology behind it, put some paint or something, man. Not just the bullish that they be giving us when it comes to our comic figures. But that's my rant. And I'm trying to get him to stand so we can go ahead and exit out of this, man. It's been a lot longer than I anticipated, than I wanted it to be. But yeah, here's your look at Deathstorm and Green Lantern Superman by McFarlane Toys. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.